Hey there, Benjamin from Loves Data here, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to report on your Google Ads campaigns inside Google Analytics 4, GA4. We'll look at how you can report on your campaigns using the standard pre-configured reports, how to create custom exploration reports, and seeing Google Ads traffic in the attribution reports. Before we jump into the reports, I'm going to briefly cover how to link your Google Ads account to GA4. If you've already completed this step, then you can skip ahead using the links in the description below this video. Okay, let's head to Google Analytics. I'm already in the admin section of my demo Google Analytics property. Then in the property column, we need to select Google Ads linking. Now we need to click Choose Google Ads Account and select the account or accounts we want to link. Then we click Confirm and we click Next. I'm going to leave the default setting so that audiences from GA4 are automatically published to my Google Ads account. And I'm also going to leave the default settings for auto tagging. This will automatically pull data into our reports. Then we need to click Next. We can double check the selections we've made and then click Submit. We can now see that the Google Ads account is linked to GA4. Moving forward, data will begin to show up in our reports. Apart from linking accounts, if you want to create remarketing lists in Google Ads, then you'll also need to activate Google Signals. To do this, we need to select Data Settings and then Data Collection. We can then enable Google Signals. Okay, now that we've linked Google Ads to Google Analytics, we're going to take a look at where we can see the data in our reports. Remember, you will need to wait for a day or so until you see Google Ads data in your property, since it will only flow into your reports after you've linked your accounts. Since we've only just linked our Google Ads account, we're going to use Google's demo property to take a look at the reports. So let's open the GA4 demo. And let's select Reports. We're looking at the report snapshot. This report provides a quick summary of your website. I'm not going to spend too much time in this report, but scrolling down, I did want to highlight your Google Ads traffic will automatically show up as CPC or cost per click. So wherever you see CPC, this includes your Google Ads traffic plus any other custom campaigns you're tracking into Google Analytics with a medium of CPC. Okay, let's head to the acquisition reports. And let's open the Overview report. This report shows you all of the different ways people are finding your website. This includes how new users are finding your website, and the ways people are finding your website to initiate a new session. The card that shows Sessions by Session Campaign is actually dedicated to your Google Ads campaigns. So this shows you all of the campaigns that are driving traffic to your website. Let's click the View Google Ads Campaigns link at the bottom of the card. We're now looking at the dedicated Google Ads report in GA4. At the top, we can see a bar chart that shows the most popular campaigns. And there is a scatter chart that shows campaigns with the most sessions and users. Traveling down, we can see the table. This lists all of the campaigns from the linked Google Ads account or accounts. And we can see a breakdown of metrics for each campaign. This includes the number of users and sessions, along with metrics that have been imported directly from Google Ads. And on the very right, we can see conversion and revenue metrics. You can also change the dimension used for the report. For example, we can select Session Campaign and change this to Keyword Text. This lets us report on the keywords we are bidding on in Google Ads. Apart from reporting on Google Ads using the standard reports, you can also build your own exploration reports. We're going to build a report that combines the keywords that we're bidding on in Google Ads with the search term or query that someone entered on Google before clicking an ad. Let's head back to Google Analytics to look at how we can do this. Let's navigate to Explore. And let's create a new free-form report. I'm going to name the report Google Ads Keywords and Queries. To start, we need to enable the dimensions and metrics we want to use for the report. So let's start by clicking the plus sign next to Dimensions. And let's search for Keyword. And we need to enable Google Ads Keyword Text. Then we need to search for Query. We also need to enable Google Ads Query. And if you'd like to create a different type of custom report in GA4 using data from Google Ads, then searching for Google Ads will show you all of the different dimensions you can choose from. I'm happy with the keyword and query, so I'm going to click Apply. Now we need to enable the metrics we want to use in the report. So let's click the plus sign next to Metrics. And let's search for Sessions. Let's enable this metric. Let's also search for Conversions. And enable this metric too. Now I'm going to click Apply, but again, if you want to create a different type of report, you can select Additional Metrics. Now we need to drag the dimensions under Rows. And the metrics under Values. We can see the report isn't quite ready yet, since we can see there is a large portion of Not Set. This is for all of our non-Google Ads traffic. So let's scroll down and select Filters. Now let's choose Google Ads Keyword Text. And for the match type, let's choose Does Not Exactly Match. For the expression, we can then select Not Set. If this doesn't appear, you can also type it in. Now let's click Apply. We've now created a report that shows us the keywords we're bidding on and the queries people are searching for on Google to see and click through on our ads. And for each row, we can see the number of sessions and conversions. Now that we've covered the standard reports and how to create a free-form report, let's take a look at how our Google Ads traffic appears in the attribution reports. Let's head back to Google Analytics. To view the attribution reports, let's navigate to Advertising. We're looking at the Advertising Snapshot report, and it's a little bit like the reporting snapshot we looked at earlier. However, in this report, our Google Ads campaigns will be listed as paid search. And if you're running display campaigns, those campaigns will be listed as display. Let's head to the model comparison. This lets you compare attribution models to see how different models impact your conversion and revenue metrics. By default, this report compares the last click attribution model to the linear model. You can change the model using the drop-down at the top. We're going to head to the next report, but if you would like to learn more about the attribution reports available in Google Analytics, then take a moment to check out my dedicated video. Now let's take a look at the Conversion Paths report. At the top of the report is a visualization based on the attribution model that has been selected. Then traveling down, we can see the different paths leading to conversions. In this example, we can see that there are almost 7,000 conversions that are attributed to display campaigns, and that this was the only touch point before the conversion. And we can see paid search as a single touch point too. There are lots of rows in the report, so take time to open your own GA4 property and look at the different ways people are engaging with your marketing channels. So that's how you can report on your Google Ads traffic in GA4. Remember that in order to report on the performance of your campaigns, you'll need to ensure your accounts are linked. Once they're linked, Google Ads data will begin flowing into GA4. And if you haven't enabled conversions yet, then take a moment to check out my other GA4 videos. I've included links in the description below. Are you reporting on Google Ads using Google Analytics? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please like it so I know to make more videos like this one. I'll see you in the next video.